If only my computer or my laptop can move any slower, you know. Oh. Okay, I think we're good. Oh. Oh. Man, I'm really sad that I hate having tech issues. It really annoys me that it's I feel like it messes with the reactions, at least from my side, from people seeing your reactions on my side. Ugh, so annoying. Alright, well, I guess I'm as ready as I'll ever be. You hear me, babe? Hello? Okay, apparently I muted myself and I didn't. No, I don't even remember when I did that. Oh, I remember when I really need to. Okay, I wish I would have smoked before. I'm so stressed out. Just before I had said that, I was like, it's so annoying how, because that from my side on my stream, people can't see your reactions while we're talking about the story and everything. I just hate having all these stupid ass tech issues, man. It's just so annoying.
Well, I don't know about you, but not my stuff. My church's computer was having stuff, wasn't coming up right on OBS. I just re-downloaded OBS and shit.
Yeah. Maybe what I have to do, and I guess hopefully next week, I'll solve the issue.
Yeah, I don't even say re-download it, because I didn't take OBS off. I just downloaded it again, and that gives you like the most up-to-date version or whatever, and it seemed to fix the problem. So.
Yeah, hopefully. It's just so annoying. No, I couldn't hear you through her stream. Yeah, I have a mute bind on Discord, but it's not. It's like, what is it? It's the little slash, but it's not the slash with the slash question mark. It's the slash with the little vertical bar. So that's what I have as my my mute, toggle my Discord mute, which I don't really use it, so I forgot. I'm just about to take it off for now. I just normally have it on when I'm playing games. In case I need to mute in Discord. Okay. All right, you ready to do this thing?
Sure.
All right. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to D&D Spilling the Tea Tuesdays with your host D&D. Hello over on YouTube as well. We are live on YouTube, so I can go ahead and just get the VOD on there now. So, we are continuing our series for this October with the real or fake stories. So, Danny is definitely going to have another interesting story to read here, and we're going to decide if it's real or fake.
It's double D, LOL. D squared. Yeah, so, hi guys. I hope you're doing magnificent on this Taco Tuesday. Did any of you guys eat tacos? I, in fact, did make a burrito today because
Nice.
I was craving some Mexican, not the good kind of Mexican, like the fake kind. But
Oh yeah, the Taco Bell, right?
yeah, so I just made it at Taco Bell, and it still hit very much, and I enjoyed it. So that's fine. We have a story coming out of Florida today. A Floridian is here to express their story. So I'm going to read it to you all. And it's called The Devil Man I Met in Ocala. So here we go.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Ocala?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure. I wasn't trying to like make fun of how you were saying it. I was genuinely asking.
Well, that's how Floridian pronounced it in a video they did. So if that's not
Okay.
how you do it, then
You don't
thank y'all.
know, huh? Gotcha.
That's how they did it wrong.
Understood.
Anyway, as a local, I've always heard people talk about the odd occurrences in Ocala National Forest. That in its heart existed a darkness that few returned from, let alone dared to speak of. It was a place where the trees seemed to whisper secrets, and the wind carried a chill that went straight to the bone. And I thought it was all bullshit. I had grown up in Marion County my whole life and found it to be one of the most peaceful and beautiful places I frequented. I biked there, swam, canoed, hiked, anything you could think of outdoors, I did. I'd always found solace in nature, and the clear, pristine waters of Kala never failed to lift my spirits. And on the day this happened, I needed my spirits lifted. I just returned home from a semester at Florida State University to find out that my best friend, my grandmother, had stage 4 um, colorectal cancer. It was hard imagining by this time next year she might not even be here. Her spirits were high, but mine were crushed as I realized her age was going to be a huge hurdle to overcome during her recovery process. People diagnosed in her age group were less likely to survive a cancer that had progressed this much already. The morning I found out, I set out to Ocala to take my mind off of things. Everything started off the same way it always did. I parked in the same spot, took my normal path through the forest, and swam in the same swimming holes I've been swimming in my whole life. But that night was different. Exhausted from the day's activities and in a daze from my thoughts, I wandered further into the forest. I wandered further into the forest than I normally did by myself. It was getting dark by the time I realized I needed to turn around and start finding my way back to my car. There's a strange kind of peace that fell over me listening to the birds chirp and bugs buzz about as I passed through until it wasn't peaceful at all. The sun was almost completely gone when all of a sudden the forest went dead silent. And if you've ever been in a forest before, it is never dead silent. You can always hear something, but I couldn't even hear a squirrel scurrying up a tree. Then I heard something move along the brush line to my left, probably about 100 feet away. I didn't want to approach it, but I was too scared to move, to think, so I stood there to see if anything would come out. Then I saw it. Two large red dots staring at me from far off. I couldn't make out much of it from the distance, but I saw red and claws the size of my head, and it let out the loudest screech I ever heard. I didn't know what it was, but it definitely wasn't something native to this area. I didn't want it out of my eyesight, so I stared at it as I continued to walk back to my car. Then came the talking. It wasn't talking out loud though, but I could hear it like it was coming from inside my head. Come here. It's not safe in these woods at night by yourself. I can lead you to where you need to be. We've been waiting for you. You can't leave just yet. I ignored the words and picked up my pace, keeping my eyes on the brush until I saw it crawl out from the tree line. It was short to the ground, but its limbs were extremely long, and its body black like a mist of smoke. And that's all it took for me to book it. I didn't care to keep my eyes on it, to follow it, nothing. I just ran as fast as I could back the way I came, ignoring the words in my head until I reached my car. I fumbled for my keys, and when I hopped in and locked my doors, I looked back into the tree line to see that thing staring at me with something akin to a smile on its face. I don't think I'll ever forget those jagged sharp teeth glistening in the darkness. I still go to Ocala as it really is my happy place, but I never stay past 3 p.m. Doesn't matter if it gets dark at 8 p.m., 9 p.m. I don't care. I don't ever want to get caught by whatever that was again. And that's it. Hmm.
Hmm. So, what do we think? What are we thinking? Hmm. I say it's real. Real fake.
Interesting. What makes you think what has led to that decision?
I don't know. There's not enough details.
Hmm. But the last one didn't really have enough details either.
Mm, no, the last one had more details than this one for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, I think last week's was way more detailed than this one.
Interesting.
Mhm,
Interesting.
mhm, 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 mhm.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, I don't think anybody else is gonna say anything, whether it's real or fake. So I will answer the question whether it is real or fake. It is, drumroll please, fake.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's
I wrote it
go.
today.
Well, well.
I wrote it today.
Sounds like you need to put more detail into your stories.
Uh, you don't want to put too much details into a story like this because then people don't believe it. They go, "This is too detailed." Nobody's looking at a creature like that when they're scared for their life and trying to run. You know, so it's a there's a fine line. There's a fine line. Um, but some of this is based off of realness. Um, there is a Ocala National Forest. That's true.
Okay.
Um, there are a lot of strange things that actually happen there. Some of the locals talk about how people hiking in there hear screams, um, and not like animals, but like real life sounds like a person dying screams.
Oh damn.
Um, that they have the rainbow people that frequent in there. Um, and if you guys don't know what rainbow people are, they're basically like nomadic people, hippies that believe in peace, love, hair grease, chicken, all that shit. Um, but there has been some like negative or weird encounters with the rainbow people in Ocala. Some people think that it's just people pretending to be rainbow people, but we don't really know. So there's that. There are some abandoned places in Ocala that people get weird vibes from. Um, People have seen weird shit in there, and um, unfortunately, it's a place that's real large, so it's real easy to hide bodies. There's actually an article about how they found a couple bodies in Ocala National Forest. I think not too long ago.
Oh,
So a lot of people, I don't say a lot of people, but there's murderers and not great people who hide out their nefarious deeds there, whether that's hiding a dead body, murder
where is
weapons.
this in Florida? You said?
This is in Florida,
Oh yeah, no
in
wonder.
Marion County. That I like a lot of this is like the story itself is fake, but a lot of this is like taken out of accounts or words from locals.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
so it looks like a beautiful place to be, just based off of what I am hearing from people though. You would not catch me there, even close to dark.
Yeah.
You know, I would be there in in the morning where everybody's there. I need everybody there. I'm not going to no part that's not populated. Um, so yeah. And a lot of people are having this conversation about because a lot of people don't believe there's half that believe and half that's like, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. So there's a lot of people who are trying to be like, hey, let's be for real. There's weird shit that happens in Ocala, and weird shit that happens in the Everglades in general in Florida. Um, there was this one story about a bird man kind of thing. It had the body of a human but a head of a bird.
Oh.
Um, yeah, and some people saw it, and then from where they saw it, it jumped into a tree, or they seemed like it was there. Then it let out a screech, and it was gone. And then they saw movements in the trees, and then they ran back to their car. And then that night, the main girl, the first person that saw it, she heard knocking on her window. She opened her curtains and was nothing there. Then later on that night, when she was trying to go to sleep, she heard knocking on her bedroom door. She was smart enough not to open that. And then after that, it seemed like her and all of her friends that were with her that witnessed the event had a string of bad luck.
Hmm.
Um, so there's weird shit
Sounds
that
like some
happens.
Hell House shit.
Yeah, so it there's shit that people don't understand in the woods and the Everglades and that kind of thing. So just be careful, especially with people hiding and doing nefarious things out there. That means that there are spirits, there are entities, and um, things out there that have manifested and been conjured by that negative energy. So just be careful and be safe. This is all my personal opinion, but be careful, be safe. If you know anything about science, and it's energy cannot be destroyed, right? So it has to be somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It has to go somewhere, right? So be careful with the energies that you interact with.
Yeah, cause don't
And
people like when houses are like haunted or something? Don't people like come in and you can sense those energies like with some machines or whatever?
um, so the way that ghost hunting really works is that these energies are said to have an electromagnetic field. Every living
Mm-hmm.
thing or whatever has some type of electric field.
Mm-hmm.
Humans are just so small because we're corporeal beings, right? But it's said or implied that things on different planes have different electric magnetic fields, so that you might be able to sense um spirits by using those types of devices, because as I said before, energy cannot be destroyed, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it has to go somewhere essentially. um they use things like that. They use like recorders, so like hopefully they can catch some like voices on a recorder. They also use the Oculus, which like um takes in, like, it spouts out like words based off of, like, I don't even fucking know where the words come from, but I'm guessing frequencies in the air. Don't fucking know. They also have like the little thing where it scans the radio. It goes through scanning radio, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll words will pop out, whether it's like from an actual spirit, or it's just from the radio. Who fucking knows? But that's kind of some ways that they hunt. They ghost hunt. Um, that's not something I would do. I don't particularly speak to ghosts. I don't want to speak to ghosts. So, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I tell ghosts, don't speak to me. Don't speak to me. If there's a ghost here, I don't want to talk to you. I'm so sorry. If you need help and assistance, I'm not the one to ask for help or assistance. Just so you know.
I don't know anything. I don't want to know anything. Thank you.
Exactly,
Goodbye.
exactly, exactly. I mean, I used to talk to ghosts when I was little, but that's a long ass time ago, bro.
Right. And not by choice, obviously.
I mean, I wasn't scared of them. I was chilling.
Just
I was
in the house
chilling.
chilling with the ghosts
Yeah,
and
talking to them.
spirits.
My mom's like, "Who are you talking to?" The ghost, mommy. Like that kind of shit. She was like, I was looking at you like, hell no. But is what it is.
When did your mom like actually start believing you?
She believed me the first time I said it.
Oh, okay.
Um, the first time it happened, I don't know if I've told the story before online, but the first time it happened, I had to be like 2, 3, something like that, like really young, because it was like around the time that my grandmother died from my mom's side.
Mm,
Because
okay.
she died when I was little from lung cancer. And I was at my pawpaw's house, which is my great great grandfather. Bless his soul. Um, and I was at his house, and I was playing in the back. My mom said her and my nana, which is really my great aunt. I'm trying to give y'all some type of perspective of these are old people, like they're old people. Um, so my nana and my mom were in the kitchen, and I think my grandpa, my pawpaw, was in his den, I think. Um, and I was in one of the back rooms. There's like 2 back rooms, and I think I was in like the furthest back room. And I was in there, and I was playing with my toys and shit. And my mom said she could, and the house is not a very big house. It's not a very big house. If the door is open, because the way that it is like if once you come in from the carport, the kitchen, the dining room, living room here, the den is here, and then right back bathroom, uh,
You
bedroom,
can you
bedroom.
need a draw illustration again.
Yeah, but the whole
I'm looking at your hand movements and I'm like it looks like
okay,
one
okay,
big
okay,
conglomerate.
okay. So listen. You come in through the door from the carport, okay, and you are in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
The kitchen is literally has 4 walls, so it's not an open concept house at all.
Okay.
So if you keep going straight through the kitchen, there's a doorway, and that leads into the living room and dining room area and the front door. If you go to your left, right, there's another doorway, and that doorway leads to the den, and also the hallway that leads straight back to the two bedrooms and bathroom. So if the door to the kitchen is open, um, so the door to the kitchen is open, and the door in the den that leads back to the hallway in the bathroom is open, you can hear everything because it's not a big house. So I was in the back room and I'm talking. I'm talking. My mom's like, and it sounds like, you know, I'm talking to play friends because it's what it sounds like when kids are talking to play friends. And she said, and then suddenly everything changed. It was like she's like it was like real pointed. It was real directed. It was like you were answering questions that somebody was asking you. It wasn't like you were just talking anymore. It sounded like you were having a conversation. And me and your nana looked at each other, and I said, "Go check on her." And she said, "No, that's your child. You go check on her." And so I said, she walked in. She looked at me, and she said, "What are you doing?" And I said, and she's like, "What are you doing? Who are you talking to?" And I said, "I'm talking to the ghost, mommy." And she said, "The ghost? Where's the ghost?" And I said, "Right there, mommy." And she said, "Where? I don't know. I don't see it." And I said, "The ghost left, mommy. The ghost is gone." And then I just kept going on playing like nothing ever happened.
Oh, what an experience.
Yep.
Uh, Serena.
So I just heard if there a whore to the kitchen. Every person heard the door to the kitchen. LOL. It was definitely it was the door. There was no whore in the kitchen.
You got whores in your kitchen, babe.
Sure, take your time. Yeah, that was a godly house. There were no whores allowed in that house.
Heard.
But yeah, so and we still have the house in my family today. It's rented out currently. Um,
Oh.
yeah,
They don't. Did they ever complain about anything weird happening?
nope. Nobody's ever complained about anything weird happening. I've been in there. I've been in there since he died. Um, I've never felt uncomfortable. But to be fair, I also have never spent the night there since then. So
Mm,
yeah, I might feel differently at night, but I've never felt uncomfortable there before. And there's been
um,
plenty of places where I feel uncomfortable. So yeah, and that's that. And then my nana's house, that's a hot mess. Um, but I haven't really been back to her house since then either. I don't know how I feel about that.
it's the one that your mom went to, right? Earlier this year.
Mhm. Mhm. Yep. Cause like my nana died in her room. So
Okay.
I'm pretty sure my papa died in the hospital. I don't think he died in his house. Yeah, I don't think so. But that was also so long ago. I think I was like 10 years old, so I don't fucking remember it that well.
Gotcha. Did you remember the story of you talking to Ghost
No,
at 2 or 3? Oh, okay, so your mom
no,
told you.
that's
Okay.
that's a story my mom tells me all that's like so much. That happening really actually like has stuck with her since then. And another story she tells a lot um is like the angel of death story, which
Mm.
actually has to do with my nana. Um, and so my nana had kidney cancer of the kidney.
Mm-hmm.
And they took one of her kidneys, and she was doing better. And then they found that the what the hell, the infection had spread to her other kidney. I'm pretty sure that's how that happened. That part is a little, wonky to me because I was in middle school. So, my mom wouldn't talk to me about a prognosis like that. Um, but basically, she needed, you know, around the clock care.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom left for 2 months to go down to Mobile and take care of her. You guys don't know, my mom's side of the family is originally from Mobile, Alabama. So she went back to Mobile to take care of her. Um, and so she was there for, like I said, 2 months. Weird shit happened back at the house. But my mom always recounts the day she took her final breath. Um, it's really weird, but my family, as they get older, their eyes turn blue. Um,
Uh,
yeah, my nana's eyes when she was older, like the outside like ring, was blue.
wow,
Uh,
that's different.
so and I don't know if it's like lacking of like the pigment in your eyes or something like that. I don't know, but her eyes were turning blue. Um, and I think at that point they were like bluer than they had ever been. And my mom said that she was having a difficult day or whatever, and so they had called the paramedics or called somebody to come in with her, and my mom was sitting in the room with her, and she said that she was looking at her on laying on the bed, talking to her, trying to get her to be like responsive, and she said she was talking to her and then suddenly her eyes just stared at the doorway. They stared at the doorway, and she said it was like she was talking to her, and she couldn't hear anything else. And she kept saying like they're here or something like that. And she said that her eyes followed whatever was standing in the doorway until it came to stand at the side of her bed. She said she just stared. She said, and then like not long after that, she was gone. Just so my mom like it was like she was like, I don't know who came to get her. It's like, but somebody came to get her. I was like, wow, that's crazy. It's wild.
Grim Reaper. Pull it up on a.
Grim Reaper,
Okay.
a family member. I don't know.
True.
I don't know who
What's
comes
up,
and gets
Dan?
you when you die, but from that experience, my mom is convinced that somebody comes and helps you transition to the afterlife.
That's. Well, it sound like she. Dude, it sound like she went out at least like peaceful.
Yeah, I think she definitely could have been in like more pain than what she was. It wasn't a great time though, from my understanding of what mom went through. And my nana was like her second mom. Especially because my nana like raised her while my grandmother went to school and stuff, because she never had kids of her own, so my mom was like her kid. Um, so it was a lot, you know, put on her in this interesting time. I don't think I'm ever gonna want to be in that position. We never know, but I just don't. No, thank you.
What, like spending the last moments with the loved one?
Well, not spending the last moments with a loved one is hard, but watching the decline, I feel like, is even harder. Watching my
Yeah,
dad decline when I was younger was really hard.
yeah.
And that last day when they're like, "Yeah, we don't think that he's gonna make it past today," and my mom asked if I wanted to go, I could not mentally like come to terms with it. Like I couldn't go. And my grandmother went, and she had her head on his chest when he took his last breath, and she was never, when I say never, she was never the same woman ever again after that. Never.
Who was it that was with him?
My grandmother,
Okay.
his mom. She had her head on his chest when he took his last breath, and she was never the same after that.
That saying, like, you never want to have to bury, or no, what was it that Denzel Washington said in John Q? I don't, I don't want to bury my kid. My kid is gonna bury
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I feel like that's definitely hard as a parent, watching your kids go before you. That's I could definitely see that. That's how hard that could be. Definitely a life changing event.
Yeah, for sure. Never was the same ever.
Yeah.
So, I can't imagine that. And my mom's seen a lot of death, and she definitely is not the same person either. So,
Yeah, I haven't seen me personally. I haven't seen too much death in my family. At least like from family members that I was really close to. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
But your family dynamics is a lot different from ours, it feels like, especially my mother's.
yeah, for
Um,
sure.
my mother grew up in a place. I mean, you went to our family reunion. There's like 300 people there.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't even half of our family. Those were basically just the cousins. Most of them, I won't even say most. I'll say half of them. So about 150 of them were actually family that she knew, she talked to, she grew up with, she hung out with, that
Mm-hmm.
lived in the area. So like, and that wasn't even like a lot of the elders. That was a lot of her like cousins, like her second cousins, whatever, whatever. She's really close to her uncles and aunts. Um, I think all of them have gone to be with glory now, because I think sister was the last one, and she just died recently. Um, and so her cousins that she was close to have died. Her mom has died. Her dad has died. Um, my aunt Jenny, Leonard. Like, I mean, like, I could name you right now, like, I don't know, 10 people off rip that are gone. So it's like it's not new to my family, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the closest one for me, the two out the bat that I could think of is, my grandfather. She died. I think 6 years ago.
Mm,
And then my godmother, which is my dad's sister.
mm,
Yeah, like around, especially like probably like a year or two before she passed away.
mhm,
She was really coming around our lives more, and like we were getting to know her. Like me and my sister were getting to know her, and she took care of us. She got us stuff every now and then. So, and it was really good having somebody, especially from that side of the family, because it's like I already really don't. I don't talk to anybody from that side of the family, and nobody on that side really has reached out either. So it's like that side is just lost to me at least at the moment. Maybe one day I'll get to connect with some of them, but yeah, that they're literally the only two I'd say that really affected me. Because I've been to other funerals for, like I said, for other family members. I didn't really know them like that close, so it didn't hit me as hard as it hit everybody else.
mhm.
I told you stuff that happened with my grandmother, because my grandmother passed away last year,
Yeah.
and whew, that right there is just a lot to unpack in itself with what happened. But
Yeah, I think you should go therapy about it, but
yeah,
that's not my business.
yeah, that would be something. I'm sure that would be something. Yeah, when I do get a therapist, that'll be something that I'll talk to them about. one of those things where it's like it's just always it's kind of like lingering in my mind, kind of lingering in the back of the mind, I guess.
Yeah, I can understand that. I guess I don't know, but I think I have come to a point in my journey because I have been doing I've been going to therapy since like COVID, so last like 3 4 years that you can't infer what you don't know. Like there's no reason to like sit here and extrapolate things and try and figure out, well, what did they mean by this and what happened there, and so I just take things at face value and I don't try to, especially if I cannot talk to that person.
Mm-hmm.
I can't talk, like, it is what it is. It is exactly what I see. Um and honestly, that brings more peace of mind, I think, than sitting there trying to piece together people's thoughts and feel it, because you just don't fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
Humans are weird. There's like so much going on in their brains. And it doesn't do me any good to sit there and wonder the what ifs, because I don't know what ifs, and the what ifs didn't happen, so they're not like relevant.
True, very true. And of course, other than the what ifs, there was stuff that I seen just years before her passing that, definitely showed a lot of things that I would just wasn't used to seeing as well. So,
Of
you know,
course,
mm-hmm.
but I my pastor had a real interesting conversation with us. Now, honestly, we're not going to like victim blame or victim shame here, but he said that a relationship is a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
So what you allow, right? So what they've done and you don't agree with, and you haven't done anything, you've allowed.
Oh yeah.
So I know it might not be easy as one, two, three, especially when you know, um, money might be invested or emotions might be invested. Um, but if it's really to the detriment of your health, you know, sometimes you gotta go. Like there's this guy that's been trying to talk to my mom, and I like he keeps trying to talk to her, and she's like, "Bro, you're married. Get the fuck away from me." Um, but he don't want to be with his wife, and it's not advantageous for him. He's lonely. He's not happy, and he don't even like her. He might love her, but he don't like her as a person. So what is the point? I think at this point he feels too old to start over, probably because he is in his like 70s. But I'm like, man, let her go.
it's like, what's the point of keeping the title? Like,
And the thing is, he should have let her go a long time ago, because the reason he feels like this is because she cheated on him, and he never got over it. My thing is, I get it. I'm not a supporter of adultery, and in fact, if someone cheats on you and you want to break up. But I'm
right,
also of the mind is, if you decide not to break up and take them back, that's a decision, and that means that you have to let that go.
that part.
If you weren't gonna let it go, you should have let them go. But because you stayed with them, that means your decision was to let that situation go and to trust them enough to give them a second chance. And he never did that. So it's just like, what was the fucking point, my brother? My brother in Christ.
My brother.
Why? No, what was the point, dude? What is the point? Um. So you know, I hope he finds what he's looking for, but it's not gonna be in my mother because she's already getting tired of him. He called her like every day, and she's like, "Bro, leave me alone. You are my friend. Period."
Man, you
I
really can't take the hint. It's crazy.
like he told my mom that he couldn't sleep the other night because he thought that she was mad at him, and he said that he can't sleep well when he thinks she's mad at him.
Dude.
Yeah. She was like, I'm not mad at you. Nigga, I just don't want to talk to you all the time. Damn.
Lord.
So we'll see how this continues.
Yeah, yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see the next news when your mom really start getting irritated.
I'll pray for him.
Me too.
I'll pray for him. Cause she's an asshole when she's irritated.
Yeah, from what you told me, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she's like she's not a nice person when she's irritated. So if he wants to deal with that, that is more power to him.
Literally.
Keep me out of it.
It's like,
Um,
you can't even say good luck because there's no way.
you know what? If you want to deal with that, that's his prerogative.
Right. Well, I feel like, well, I guess at that point you just pass him by and be like, well, you trying.
You know. She also, in general, was just like, I don't want to. Like, he's not my type. He's too skinny.
Oh.
Like, okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember when she said that. Yeah, because I remember she was saying when she talked about your dad.
Yeah, like he was tall, but he wasn't skinny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She was like, he was like muscular. She's like, the body's important. The body. And she was like, he's
Your mom
how
sounds like she has the same type as my mom. She don't
on it.
like skinny men either. She likes like someone who's athletic and that's tall as well.
I mean, we kind of have. Well, me and my mom kind of have the same type.
Oh really?
Yeah. But mine has tattoos.
Okay. Tattoos, you say?
not the roughing on tattoos. That's crazy. Yeah. Mine has tattoos. And she doesn't really like light skinned men.
Okay.
So that's different. She's convinced I was gonna marry a white man, so there's that.
She said you were gonna be my I can't think of the word. I had it and it's gone. But, like get you a like rich white man or something like that. And she thought you were about to get one of them or something.
No, I know. I think she knows my type. My type is very much. Wait, have you guys ever seen Trevor Wagner?
I think I even know who that is. Trevor Wagner.
He's a TikToker. That's like he saw him and was like, "Oh, that's your type, dude." Hold on, let me see if I can get like a good picture of him.
Okay. He looks familiar. I don't remember where I've seen him from.
He does a lot of like gym content. He's like one of those gym bros and shit. He does like heavy lifting videos where he's like, "Look at me, I lift 300 pounds. I can deadlift 500 pounds." Hold on, I'll show you guys.
Damn.
He can't deadlift like a lot, so that's not a lie. I'll show you guys. Oh, this is so telling. I'm embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed?
Like this. Because it's just like, so like, girl, stand up. What's wrong with you? Like that.
Get off the floor.
Like that.
Pick your jaw up off the floor.
My jaw's not on the floor right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just all the saliva you've been dripping out. My bad.
I'm not dripping saliva. Stop.
Damn, if only I could see her face.
Or like that, you know? need to see my face. Alright, that's it, guys. There you go. Let me go back to the podcast channel. Yeah, that's you know.
Yo, what's up, Extro? The hell?
Hello.
Oh, he's on YouTube. That's why. Okay, I was like,
Yeah,
why
I
am
was
I
like,
seeing
he's not in
this?
here. I don't see him. But yeah,
What's
so
going on?
with the beard, bro. A beard. I love a good beard.
She loves a good bird.
Yeah, definitely like a good beard. That's always nice. Yeah, that's pretty much everything.
I'm doing pretty good, Extro. He asked how you doing too, babe.
I am fine. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that.
Doing great, getting ready to go to school as always.
Damn, you fucking live at school. You
I swear you do.
put a cot. You might as well just put a cot down in the room.
Honestly, they should give y'all some cuts. Be like, all right, well, since you come every day, damn near, let me just go ahead and give. Let me just go ahead and give you that right quick.
Like, Lord have mercy.
Literally.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Yeah. And then what? Yeah.
And then when you,
and then when you, and you, and when you.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Well, now that I've thoroughly. Oh no! I lied. I have two types.
Okay.
Him. Hold on.
Oh, are you about to pull up the next type?
Yeah.
Okay, there.
I have to remember his fucking last name.
Let me get people involved this time.
People involved? What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
Do.
What's his name? Damn, I can't remember his name right now. It's fucking killing me. I forgot his name. Well, I forgot his last name. His name is. Hold on. Ooh, no. Did that match? Oh.
Maybe I should get the where'd it go?
Here he is. Okay, there we go. It's Christian you. Let me see. All right, I got you guys. Yeah, I mean they kind of looks the same, but like, not really. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, be ready. Okay. Look at her cheesing. Look at her.
Stop! 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 Please. Thank you. Yeah, like that.
Just blushing.
I'm not. Actually, I'm not. Please don't do that. Yeah. So, with the hair, bro, with the hair. Don't call me. bro.
Why you said extra?
Did you have them see it?
Yeah,
What the fuck? Why did you do that?
cause why not?
Because why, bro? This
What is this segment?
I we were talking about my mom and this man trying to get with her, and then he said, "Oh, your mom's type sounds like the same as my mom's type," and I said, "My type is kind of the same as my mom's type, except they have tattoos and they're usually like lighter skinned individuals," and so then I proceeded to show my type, and that's how we got to this segment. That is
Yes.
over now.
Yeah. Sure it is.
It's over.
Yeah.
I
Right.
showed. Yeah, it is. I showed
Yeah.
my
Right, yeah.
type, and it's done now. Why are you being like this?
Yeah, like what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure, whatever, dude.
All right. Well, you got anything else to share or say before we end the
No, just
podcast?
that I hope that everybody who's in Florida or has family in or loved ones in Florida, um, is safe. If you are in a mandatory evacuation zone, fucking evacuate. I know some people are talking about how they can't afford it or blah blah blah. Let me tell you this. It doesn't fucking matter what you can afford if you're dead. Sorry if that sounds really morbid, but
Yeah.
it doesn't fucking matter. Oh, well, if my job said if I leave, then I'll lose a job. Your job doesn't fucking matter if you're dead. You're not gonna go to it on Monday if you're dead anyway. So
It's
what the
crazy.
fuck is the point, bro? I'm
Like,
sorry.
that's absolutely
I just want people to
insane.
like think logically, cause I know like the next thought is like, what am I gonna do when I come back? I'm not gonna have a job, and how am I gonna afford to whatever. If I mean, if you would rather die than before, like I guess that is your prerogative. But if you want to live, right, you can figure that shit out when you get back.
Yep.
Like get a credit card, get a loan. Like those are things, and I know that they're also giving out funding for people to, and if you have a house and have house insurance, because I'm pretty sure you have to have like insurance down there for like hurricanes and flood stuff. Take pictures before you leave, so when you come back, and take pictures and you can put in claims, and then all that is going to be replaced. Same thing if you're renting a place. I don't know about you guys, but here you have to have renters insurance and proof of renters insurance. So take pictures, send it to your insurance claim so you can get your shit back. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if you can afford to or not. Fucking leave. Your life is more important than any fucking job, any fucking house, any valuables that you have in there. Um, and that's just like the truth of the matter. Um, and I'm afraid it's gonna be very catastrophic for the people in Florida, and I just want everybody to be safe.
Definitely prayers going out to everybody who's being affected by that right now. Because, yeah, it's y'all being put in a very stressful and daring situation. But yeah, definitely, literally, like she said, if your life is worth more than a job, if you gotta lose a job because they can't accept the fact that you are trying to live, like, and honestly, when you come back, I feel like you can even sue them for something like that because it's like, so you want me to stay at a place where I potentially am gonna be like 6 feet underwater if I stay. So yeah, don't.
It's not just water; it's
Yeah,
nasty water.
true. And then
It's like
and then when
sewage water.
yeah, And then that
And there's
water's
shit in the
gonna
water.
exactly. I was about to say, and that water's gonna push shit around, especially them cars. And water's gonna be pushing them cars around.
And cars, that's like safer. There could be alligators in that water. There could be sharks in that water.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm sure the hurricane doesn't go. Oh, I can't pick up this water right here because a shark is in it. Am I wrong?
No, not at all.
There could be sharks in that water. There could be alligators in that water, bitch. So just be careful. I have family in Florida, so you know I'm keeping up to date. I'm praying for them. Hope I don't think any. Hold on, let me see where Pensacola is. I don't think any of them are in direct line of the hurricane. Pensacola. Let's see. So but I'm gonna see. I'm crazy now. Yeah, Pensacola is not in the area, so my family that I know of is safe, or should be relatively safe from the hurricane. They're obviously gonna still get storms that spin off from the hurricane or shit like that, but they aren't in the direct path of the hurricane, so they should be fine.
That's
Hey
good.
yo, that's crazy.
What?
I just saw the one that you just banned.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not like I got one of those yesterday, and I don't know why my bot didn't ban that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why I have to manually ban that. So I gotta figure out the settings on that.
But that's all I have to say.
Yes, prayers out to everyone out there. Hope y'all make it safe and evacuate. Get up out of there. But yeah, this will conclude this week's episode of D&D Spilling the Tea with your host D and D. So that you guys can't see it from my perspective, Twitch feature is being an asshole, so I apologize. Hopefully next week we'll have the situation fixed, so you can see both perspectives. If you do go to her channel though, you can see both of our perspectives, because at least one of ours is working. Since mine wasn't. But YouTube, make sure this bot is on there. This was live stream on the YouTube, so make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts on the real or fake story we told in the beginning, and I'll see if it was real or fake to y'all. We will see y'all next week. Stay hydrated, practice self-care, and as always, peace, love, and positivity. Y'all take care. Be easy.